Hi everyone, welcome to A Godly Home. Today I am going to show you how to make 1, 2, 3 squares. I don't think I've done that before on the channel, but either way we're going to do it. These are super frugal because they use leftover coffee. So the thing with these is they get baked in a cookie sheet, which is perfect because if you want to bring some to potluck, there's plenty. Or if you want to share some for a friend, there's plenty for you to share some and still have some for at home. But because they bake on a cookie sheet, they can boil over very easy in the oven. So I'm going to measure my cookie sheet. You want your cookie sheet at least this large. In fact, I will leave a little tiny bit of the batter out with this size of cookie sheet. A little bigger is even better. But at least 17 by 11, no smaller. Okay, let's get going. So you need 2 2/3 cup of brown sugar to begin with. And I should tell you, do not grease your pan with these. It will make them sticky. You want an ungreased pan. Okay, 1. 2. And that is just about what I have. I might have a little less, but it will be okay. I better add brown sugar to my shopping list. If you run out, go ahead and put a teaspoon of molasses into white sugar and work it in with a fork. Okay, now a cup of oil. I'm just going to use some vegetable oil. Okay, then 1 cup of leftover coffee. All right. Then it calls for salt. I never, ever use the salt. Let's go ahead and stir this up a little bit before we continue. These are so good. When I was a kid, they were always at potluck. So cheap to make and so extra delicious. Okay, we're going to wait on our baking soda until we add our flour. Let's add 2 eggs next. Okay, and we're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla. Give that a little stir. Okay, now on the flour, we're going to put 3 cups of flour and a teaspoon of soda. And I'll start 1 cup of flour at a time like I do. I'm not going to sift the flour in these. Okay, there's a cup of flour. I'm going to put my teaspoon of soda right in there and stir it in. Okay. Give it a little mix. my next cup of flour. I got one more to add. Okay, I'm going to take a whisk to it just to make sure I got it all mixed in right. Okay, for these, we want to get our oven preheating to 300 degrees. You'll notice I never get my oven preheating too soon because I don't want to be paying for the extra energy when I'm not using the oven. All right. Remember, I'm not going to put quite all the batter in because I don't want it to boil over in the oven. Let's get you turned so you can see there. Okay, whatever doesn't want to just naturally flow right out, I'm going to leave right in the bowl for the sake of overflow. Now, you can put chopped nuts on this, and I don't because of food allergies in my house, but chopped walnuts, chopped pecans, something like that, sprinkled on top, and then any type of chips you have, any flavor. I'm going to use some milk chocolate ones. And this is going to bake, the recipe says 45 minutes, but I have a note that I bake it longer until it's brown on top. And we just sprinkle this with the chocolate chips, which also makes it frugal because you don't need a half a package to a package of chocolate chips like you would do with cookies. You can get by with just a little bit. A lot of people just throw away their leftover coffee, so these recipes that use leftover coffee are fantastic. Okay, let's pop them right into the oven, and we will be back when they're done.